to school in the sweltering heat of Rajasthan, had never dreamt of rising to such an exalted position. He diligently did his karam, and the results followed. Let us draw inspiration.
Good evening, all of you. It's a very, very pleasant evening. Am I right? Slight setback to the male sector to which I belong, but a matter of great pride for all of us. Honorable Governor of Punjab, most respected, Shri Banwari Lalji Purohit, Honorable Governor of Haryana, Shri Bandaru Dattatreji, Honorable Speaker of Punjab Assembly, Shri Kultar Singh Sandwan. I am still waiting for his invite to address the Punjab Assembly. I'm sorry. Honorable Education Minister Punjab, Shri Harjot Singh Bains, Vice Chancellor, Punjab University, Professor Renu Big, I recollect when I got an envelope at Vice President residence. The envelope came from Search Committee, headed by Shri Sushil Rungta, ex-chairman SAIL, and had been chairperson of IIT, Professor Yogesh Singh, Vice Chancellor Delhi University, and Shri Anil Sahasrabudhe, former chairman AICTE. I opened the envelope. There were 3 names. Her name was at number 1. She had never spoken to me. By my side was another great academician, alumnus of IIT Kanpur, 1987 batch IS officer, Shri Sunil Gupta ji. He got it notified in 15 minutes. I congratulate the screening committee headed by Shri Sushil Rungta for having done such an excellent job. Very distinguished audience, but I would make reference to some of them whom I have known for very, very long. Sri Satpal Jain ji, Additional Solicitor General of India, a former Member of Parliament, and a legal luminary recognized all over the country for his special talent in elections. Sri Rajendra K. Saboo ji, former President of Rotary International. I had the good fortune to host him in Parliament when he became the President of International Rotary while I was Union Minister. Well, we have very distinguished people who have been awarded civilian awards. Dr. Krishna Illa, Dr. Suchitra Illa, Professor Balram Bhargav, Sri Bahadur Singh Chauhan, and very distinguished people whom I have given awards today. Their citations have been read. I will not take much time. It is indeed an honor to address the 71st Convocation of Panjab University. Indeed an honor I would always remember. Under its first woman Vice Chancellor, in its history of more than 140 years, Panjab University is on a path of progress. What I saw today was reflection of what I saw on 26 January 2024 at Kartavya Path. Friends, we are fast heading with nuclear speed towards woman-led development, woman-led governance. Male members, please watch out. Congratulations to the graduating students, their families, friends, and esteemed faculty. I am sure the students on way to becoming alumni will lifelong nurture the friendship picked here. A convocation is a momentous occasion and ever to be cherished by the students and the faculty. Friends, always bear in mind, learning is lifelong and does not end with a degree. Congratulations to the distinguished honoris causa awardees, very befitting recognition. A recognition that will motivate and inspire many. Also congratulations to Panjab University Ratna Awards. Each of them has made very distinguished contribution in their fields. Friends, this esteemed institution has been a cradle of visionaries, scholars, and leaders who have made significant contributions to various fields, from academia and research to public service and entrepreneurship. Among them are luminaries such as Nobel laureate Dr. Hargobind Khurana, former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, former External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj, former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India Shri J.S. Keher, legendary athlete Milkha Singh, prominent politician Chaudhry Devilalji, courageous Captain Vikram Batra, renowned sportsman Neeraj Chopra, and astronaut Kalpana Chawla, to name just a few. Friends, at the 4th Global Alumni Meet in December 2023, I had emphasized that the true strength of a university lies in its faculty and alumni, much beyond its infrastructure. From this platform, on this occasion, I urge the alumni to come forward in a concerted manner and give liberally to their alma mater time and resources. In developed nations, as you are fully aware, the rise of institutions is driven by alumni and corporates. There is a lot to be done by these segments in this direction. I am sure they would listen to me and catalyze a favorable scenario. The progress as regards Punjab University alumni is not on expected trajectory. It is not even a fraction of its potential. I acknowledge the good work they are doing. They are doing a commendable good work. But it is not a fraction of their potential. Time has come when they must exploit their potential to ensure this university is on incremental trajectory and reaches a level which is in the top grade. I have optimism and hope that alumni will come forward and contribute their time and resources. This will account for growth of research in education sector and take this great university to greater heights. Friends, I urge corporates in this country to handhold educational institutions almost over, and this will lead to upsurge in very significant areas, upsurge in innovation, research and development. The world over it is being done by corporates. Our corporates are no less. They need to come forward now. Friends, you are lucky to be living in an enabling ecosystem where you may unleash and expand your talent and realize your aspirations. An ecosystem that was not available when we were students. The present student category has very wholesome ecosystem available to them. As a consequence of series of affirmative governance and policy initiatives, my young friends, you will be taking leap in the larger domain that offers new vistas of opportunities. Today, youth of the nation are enabled as never before to a level playing field divorced of nightmare of patronage, favoritism, and nepotism. You realize the importance of level playing field only when you are denied. Me and my generation have seen it. We have seen what patronage means, what favoritism means, what nepotism means. You are lucky to be living in times where you have a level playing field available to you. Friends, privileged pedigree has ended with fair, equitable, and enforceability of equality before law. Equality before law is inalienable democratic facet and a new norm now. Just imagine denial of it, how humiliating it could be that there are people more privileged than you are. Now that privileged pedigree has come to an end. It is baffling and worrisome that enforcement of law and legal process is sought to be ridiculed by some by taking to streets. As most vital stakeholders in democracy and governance, my young friends, you need to neutralize such sinister trends. Adherence to law is fundamental to democracy, and that gives us the most vital constitutional right of equality. Friends, for too long, the system and governance remained in our country plagued by corruption, nepotism, favoritism, and patronage. My young friends, soothingly, corruption once been in society is now no longer rewarding. Patronage and corruption, once password to a job or opportunity, has ended. Its practitioners are now facing heat of law. Even high and mighty are being held accountable to law and are in its tight grip. Power corridors, once infested with corrupt elements, have now been sanitized. Just imagine when you take a leap in the larger domain, what an ecosystem you'll have. This, what could be better opportunity for you to unleash your talent, realize your aspirations. Friends, stepping out, you'll find an environment of hope and possibility on account of exponential economic rise and phenomenal growth of physical and digital infrastructure. Bharat, our motherland, home to 1/6 of humanity, is already, friends, the 5th largest global economy, ahead of Canada, UK, and France. In next 2-3 years, it will be ahead of economies of Japan and Germany to be the 3rd largest global economy. International Monetary Fund has recognized India as a bright spot of investment and opportunity, while World Economic Forum is confident of India becoming a developed nation by 2047. Friends, a G20 document prepared not by us, but by the World Bank, shared a very interesting point as regards India's growth story. As per it, India has achieved financial inclusion. You all are aware of the massive financial inclusion we have secured in this country. 500 million people being brought into banking system. Unprecedented, unimaginable. And this, according to the World Bank, was achieved just in 6 years, which would otherwise have taken at least 47 years. Well-deserved compliments to our robust digital payment infrastructure and spirit of our people. I'm hinting at these developments because when you'll walk out, you'll see the upbeat mood. You'll see enabling system. You will see that every mechanism of governance is facilitating you so that you can achieve your dreams. Our resilient financial ecosystem of finance, economy, and growth, bolstered by an inclusive digital payment system, is a global model adopted by countries across the globe. UPI, we all are familiar, but in less than a decade has gained momentum. Countries that have embraced different forms of Indian payment system include France, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Singapore, Maldives, Bhutan, and Oman. Just imagine what an achievement for our nation, that our mechanism has been adopted by them. It is recognition of India's rise in global community of nations. Friends, UPI transactions alone accounted for more than $1.5 trillion annually, constituting about 50% of global digital transactions. UPI adaptability in several countries, including India's revolutionary digital penetration, is indicative of this. Furthermore, friends, our per capita data consumption, which is a very good element, a very good component to assess how digitally we are at the moment. It is more than that of USA and China taken together. Friends, we are in Amrit Kaal. We had the occasion to celebrate in January our 75th Republic Day. Our Amrit Kaal is a time of hope and immense possibilities. The world is looking at our economy with hope. We are no longer at the mercy of any foreign nation. We decide our own economic policies, our own foreign policies. We have had groundbreaking achievements, and these achievements extend to space with monumental success of Chandrayaan-3, marking India's historic first soft landing on Moon's South Pole and symbolizing our ceaseless progression towards Bharat at 2047. If you would recollect August 23, 2023, the entire globe was watching India's success, and the Honorable Prime Minister had to join it from another land. There was hardly a news channel of reckoning in the world that was not covering this event. It's a feat we could not imagine 10, 15 years ago. A great accomplishment. We will be ever proud of it. Friends, coming to universities should be clear about their core educational mission: to provide students with the most enriching education possible, make them fully alive to the opportunities they can avail. We cannot shortchange our students by not making them aware of opportunities in new vistas and disruptive technologies. If, friends, we shortchange our students, we don't enlighten our students the kind of new opportunities they have, the kind of new directions they can adopt, then we are short-changing them. We must work in overdrive to let our students that you are living in times when new vistas and opportunities are available to you. You need to think out of the mind and grab those opportunities rather than be tied to conventional areas of involvement. Friends, with emerging vistas, next generation opportunities, including in the domain of disruptive technologies, universities have to play a critical role in dismantling silos that overemphasize cutthroat competitiveness for government jobs. This is turning out to be too serious. The faculty of the university has to be alive to it. Our youth is getting into a long queue, entering that silo, obsessed with competitiveness, trying to secure a limited opportunity area when we have vast ocean of opportunities. The power and peril of competing have to be appreciated and balanced. We are having a problem. Solution to that problem lies in universities. Universities have to enlighten young minds that you don't get bogged down to what was earlier the favorite opportunity domain. Now the favorite opportunity domains are so varied, so versatile, and availability of vistas is enormous. I'm sure if the faculty will take it in mission mode, our students will contribute hugely once they go in larger domain for growth of the nation. My young friends, you need to come out of old silos and stop following the traditional paths. Chart your new journey in innovative ways. You need to discard the excessive obsession with competitive examinations. Today the country is creating new opportunities every day. You only have to catch up with those opportunities. Friends, I have no doubt I see in you principal architects of Bharat 2047. This is the right time for each one of us to assert, हम भारतीय हैं, भारतीयता हमारी पहचान है, हमें गर्व है कि हम इस महान देश के नागरिक हैं, हर हालत में राष्ट्र हित को सर्वोपरि रखना हमारा धर्म और संकल्प है. We have to take pride in our exponential phenomenal growth. We are proud citizens of a country that is on the rise. The rise is unstoppable and the rise registered is unprecedented beyond contemplation a few decades ago. Friends, no nation can grow unless you show steadfast commitment to nationalism. The spirit of nationalism cannot be allowed to be diluted. We have to believe in the nation, and any dilution will be hurtful for its progress and for its rise. Economic nationalism, I need to emphasize here, is a facet, quintessential facet of our growth. Just imagine the impact on our growth and economy if we practice economic nationalism. I'll point out, friends, just imagine, there is just no rationale to engage in avoidable imports. We are doing it massively. This is at the cost of indigenous products. Friends, I have no doubt, and I'm sure no one will disagree, fiscal gain can never be justifiable premise to compromise economic nationalism. I urge corporates, industry and trade associations to nurture economic nationalism in mission mode. And what will be the outcome of this? If we practice economic nationalism, the outcome will be, it will favorably impact our foreign reserves in billions. Our foreign exchange is being drained out because for fiscal gain, we are importing items that are avoidable. We are importing items that are available in the country. That will be one. We'll have fiscal gain in terms of foreign exchange drain. Second, if we practice economic nationalism, this will pave way for employment. Our people will be employed. They'll be contributing to that industry in respect of which imports are being effected. And further, it will make available opportunity to our youth. Entrepreneurship will blossom. Now, this only takes a nationalist feeling in us. The moment each of you decide, the industry, the business, the commerce community decide that we will not import what is available in our country for fiscal gain, that will change the very complexion of our economy. There will be upsurge in employment, entrepreneurship. Let us believe in it, practice it. Friends, this glorious Amrit Kal, we never imagined will be our Gaurav Kal to that extent. But there are some people, we need to be alive to them. They set afloat anti-national narratives at the cost of our nationalism. Such pernicious elements are a recipe for chaos. Chaos for us, chaos for themselves. It is our duty to our nation, our motherland, that such anti-national narratives must be neutralized and nipped in the bud. If one segment has a power to neutralize anti-national narratives, it is the youth of this country, it is the students. And trust me, my young friends, you are the most vital stakeholders of democracy and growth. You are the people who will take Bharat to pinnacle as a developed nation at 2047. You will be part of the marathon march that will secure place in 2047. You therefore cannot countenance such kind of narratives that are meant to demean our nationalism, taint our institutions, and I'm sure if you take it upon yourselves, such forces will have no courage whatsoever to raise their head. I'm sure you'll take about it. I urge corporates, industry and associations, they must brainstorm. They must think. They are competent. Alone they can do it to promote economic nationalism. If our business associations, trade associations, commerce associations, industry associations decide in one voice, on one platform, that for sake of the nation, for sake of opportunities in the country, for sake of our youth, for sake of entrepreneurship growth, we will not import from outside what can be available here. The imports will be absolutely in that category which is unavoidable. Friends, I must invite your attention to another painful scenario. It is distressing and concerning that temples of democracy, our legislatures, have been sacrileged by anti-national narratives. How can such a sacred platform as legislature be used to demean our nationalism, sacrilege those institutions? This cannot be countenanced. This is disturbing dilution of our nationalism and patriotic spirit. You, my young friends, should be more concerned than anyone else. You need to neutralize in mission mode such nefarious activities. Friends, another aspect in this country which we need to focus is equitable development and last mile delivery. Fortunately, on account of governance, our accomplishments are in this area. The man at the end of the road is getting sunshine, getting benefits of governance, getting an opportunity to rise and fructify ambitions. But what is needed further is to enhance it further, to make it sharper. We must promote bipartisan stance to development. There should be no politics when it comes to development. All should be united. Right now we find there is divisive stance. Divisive stance can be in political ideologies, in political thought process. The way the parties behave is their lookout. But when it comes to country's interest, when it comes to development, when it comes to growth, there must be bipartisan stance. And this ecosystem can be generated by discussions in the universities. You can discuss freely, fairly. You are discerning minds. You know all about it. Make up your mind. Contribute through social media. That development is non-negotiable. Development is for the country. Development has to be bipartisan. Friends, we are living in times where universities have to redefine themselves. Universities must act as crucible for confronting ideas than just being sanctuary for comfort. Universities are laboratories to engage in innovation and research, be nerve centers of nationalistic narratives, a crucible for identifying challenges and turning these challenges into opportunities. I appeal you all to always keep nation first, take pride in our achievements, and be ever guided by what Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar reflected. I quote him. And just imagine, he could visualize the challenge we'll be facing. So he reflected, I quote, "You should be Indian first, Indian last, and nothing else but Indian," unquote. Friends, this is need of the hour. All of us have to believe in what Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said. Any deviation from this line will not help our country, which has to be a world power, a developed nation by 2047. Friends, let me give you a suggestion. In the pursuit of your dreams, remember that each step forward contributes to larger tapestry of a developed, empowered India. Anything you do will contribute for the growth of this great nation. And that is messy. Embrace challenges as opportunities of growth, and let the values instilled in you during your academic journey be the guiding light in all your endeavors. I am sure when you will take lead, you will fall down on occasions. You will suffer failure. You will suffer setbacks. But never fear failure. A failure is a stepping stone to success. Chandrayaan 3 would not have succeeded on August 23, 2023 if we had not made an effort with Chandrayaan 2, which largely succeeded. I am confident, my young friends, that marathon march to Viksit Bharat, driven by empowered young minds like you, will achieve the goal seamlessly, swiftly, and maybe earlier than what we have scheduled, 2047. Friends, the entire world today is looking at India. India's image in the Committee of Nations is very high. India's voice is being heard as never before. You can feel it. It is in the atmosphere. And therefore, it is time for us to give everything for growth of Bharat, to make earnest efforts, ignoring all other forces, that our mission is to make this country a developed nation by 2047. My best wishes and congratulations to the Best wishes to the participants of Marathon 2047. I and my generation may not be around, but wherever we may be, I can say with confidence, hope and optimism that you will achieve it. Best wishes, make most of it. In conclusion, I'll request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to facilitate a luncheon interaction at Uprashtrapati Niwas of those who have been awarded honoris causa and Ratnas of PU. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.